You're good, honey.
Alrighty, welcome to our curtain call ceremony. This is for our second round where we are dealing with the Soleil group. So, just to give everyone a recap, the Soleil group was also had the first impressions vote for the Ringmaster competition, and that crowned our winner for the week to be Megan. So, Megan, love you, Megan. Megan had to nominate two people for sellouts for the week, and she put up Jinx and Hailey. As we got through the round, we did play out the Relic of Instinct competition where we did the clothing competition, and Noah was able to win the Relic of Instinct competition. And with that, Noah did not use it. So our final nominees for the week are Jinx and Hailey. Before we get to the vote, I do have lots of questions for you all tonight. So I wanted to start with Olivia. Olivia, I wanted to kind of go off just trail end of last week. Obviously, you did survive the curtain call ceremony, and this week you were part of the audience. Did you use this week as sort of kind of to take a breather because you had a lot of pressure on you last week, or kind of did you use it to try to get some more footing and make those connections?
I think a little bit of both. I definitely think it was just so like relieving to not have the anxiety of like being on the block and being in the audience, but it was definitely also useful to sort of like use this time and like get on more calls with people and sort of see where other people stood. So I think a little bit of both.
All righty, and let's move on over to our lovely ringmaster, Megan. Obviously, this week, it's never easy being ringmaster, especially in the early stages of the game, especially with this twist where there's so little people to nominate, especially having it go to you out of your control. Lots of things going on there. How relieved are you that your ringmaster reign is coming to an end?
I'm very relieved. This was a ringmaster that I didn't really have a choice in getting. I'm very thankful and appreciative to those who voted for me for it, but also fuck this week and fuck this ringmaster. I'm glad it's going to be over. And I just want to say, like, just in general, thanks to everyone who's been really like nice to me this round when I've been like really emotional. And thanks also to Hailey and Jinx for being so like friendly and nice to me, even though I put you guys both up and one of you are leaving tonight. I wouldn't have been nearly as nice. So like you both are awesome, strong, amazing people, and I just really appreciate it. And that's all. Fuck being ringmaster.
Alrighty, thank you. Let's move on over to Colin over there with the green lights matching the green shirt. We love the coordination. I wanted to ask you. Obviously, I would say we're kind of in the swing of things now. Everyone has experienced being a performer, and everyone has experienced being an audience member. Of the two, obviously there are pros and cons to both. Which have you preferred being a part of?
Audience members easily. I mean, just as Olivia said, it's kind of refreshing having to come into this round and not worry about going up as a nominee. But now that we're transitioning again, I start getting that gut feeling again and again, and it's back. So I definitely say audience member. Performer does have its like pros too. I mean, having some power, but that's not what I'm about in these games. I'd rather just like come into these games, meet people, talk to people.
All right. Next, I want to hand it over to Noah. So, Noah, you won the Relic of Instinct competition, and I would say it was pretty lively with the ceremony. I guess how did you base your decision on not to use the ROI this week?
Um, I really appreciated Megan not putting me up on the block, and I know that there was a lot of pressure on her. A lot of people had a lot to say about her nominees, and I wanted to sort of do her a solid and keep those nominations the same. So it really just came down to respecting the ringmaster's wishes for me. But yeah.
Alrighty. Next, I want to go over to Jinx. Jinx, you are someone who I would say was pretty vocal during both of our ceremonies this round. I wanted to ask, do you think people were receptive to what you had to say, your view of the game, all the kind of things that were going on? Do you think people were receptive to it, or do you think it mostly fell on deaf ears?
Firstly, I want to say, Hailey, you look absolutely beautiful tonight. I don't know if I'm just facing you the right way or whatever, but you look beautiful tonight. I love you. I adore you. And I'm so sad that we're going to be separated because, disgusting. Anyways, I want to say also, Megan, I love you too. And I respect what you've done. And, you know, it's all right. And I came this week. I think the thing is, it truly doesn't, I mean, it doesn't matter if people are receptive or not. Yes, but what I have to say is what I have to say. And I believe what I say. And if they are not receptive to it, I can't control that. I can only control what I say, how I feel, what I do, and what my intentions are. And if it fell on deaf ears, then you know what, it's maybe not, I'm not the person who's going to be able to give them hearing, you know, and that's okay. But I don't want to minimize myself. I don't want to make myself smaller. I don't want to not say what I got to say just because other people don't hear it, can't hear it for whatever reason. Doesn't mean I don't got to speak. Just that I don't know, listen, but I got to speak if I got to speak. And I just think that people sometimes lack a voice and don't listen to a voice because they cannot listen to their own and speak their own. And that's not something for me to control. So yeah, I just have to be myself. I have to speak what I want to say. And if it's not receptive to people, you know what, I'm not going to tone police myself just for the comfort of other people. And I do believe in, you know, like saying it the right way. But again, that's tone policing. So yeah.
I appreciate it. And if there's one thing, obviously, its perspective is so unique in this game. Everyone has their own perspective and voice. And I appreciate hearing people's perspective and different viewpoints on everything. So that was something that I appreciated from you this week. Alrighty, now I want to get to our next lovely nominee who's looking very, very beautiful today, Hailey. I wanted to talk to you, obviously, as a final nominee this week. It's really hard because it's obviously you or Jinx. There's no trying to get it on anybody else except for you two. It's kind of just a 50-50 chance, essentially, not really, but with the vote. How are you feeling about the rounds so far? What's been going on through your head today and everything, with this round?
Well, first off, I want to say, Jinx, thank you so much. I love you. You're so sweet. But today has just been, it's been a pretty long, stressful day. Since I got up, I've kind of been just on here trying to chat with people and see where everyone was at and everything. And it's been a stressful day. I've been feeling all the roller coaster of emotions, the anxiety, but I also want to say that I love all of you guys. So no matter what happens tonight, I love you all. And it was so great to get to meet all of you guys and talk to you all. And yeah, so.
Thank you. I have just a couple more questions before we get into the vote. I want to go over to Jeremy. So as I mentioned earlier, when I was addressing Colin, you've gotten to experience both sides of this twist so far. Do you think the twist is now ending? Do you think it's going to continue? Is there going to be a shakeup? What are your thoughts on how it's going to play out?
So I have been thinking about this a lot because obviously I'm not on the block this round, so I have time to think about other things besides being on the block. So I think that the two groups are going to have basically a tribe swap like they would do in Survivor. And then we will do another 2 rounds of vote, like the performer and the audience group. And then after that, it would be 1 normal round of everybody together. And then we would be at jury. And that's my prediction for how we're going to go moving forward from here.
All right, I guess time will tell on what that's going to look like. Last question, I want to throw it over to Genki. At the beginning of, I guess, the game, Chris, Hot Girl Chris, sent a message in the Skype main chat that talked about advantages and powers, which will exist in this game. Has there been any talk about if people have found anything yet, or is it kind of too early to really take that into consideration?
You know what, Sam? This is the first time that I've thought about advantages and powers. I have not heard anything, said anything about advantages and powers, and that probably means that there is one out there that I don't know about that other people know about. So I now am thinking I have to think about these things, but in short, no, I haven't thought about them.
Alrighty. Well, that's all the questions I have before we continue with the rest of the ceremony. Does anyone have anything else they would like to add? Going once, twice. Perfect.
Yeah, I was
Alrighty.
something rude.
Oh, go ahead. Okay.
I, as a production, we have to just reiterate this, unfortunately. We just ask that gameplay is gameplay and there's nothing personal to be taking out of this. We just want you to treat everybody with respect. We've been having a lot of players come to us and reach out privately on how they think they might be perceived by other people, and we are not trying to ask you to like change your opinions on people at all. What your perception is your perception, but we do ask that just be like respectful of our rules and be respectful of other people's game and your own game, and just be respectful altogether.
Thank you. I think that was very nicely said. Alrighty. Well, before we get into the votes, I do want to give both of the nominees a chance to plead their case one final time to the troop players in this game who are going to be voting. We will go in alphabetical order. So we will start with Miss Hailey. Take it away.
All right. So I don't really know what else to say that I haven't really said already. I have a feeling that it's probably gonna be me heading home today, and I just wanted to say that like I literally love all of you guys, and even if that is the case, there's no hard feelings or anything. This today has just been so crazy and up in the air, and I just wanted to sincerely let everyone know that it's been a pleasure to meet all of you guys, and I hope that we can continue friendships outside of the game. And if I stay, I hope that we can continue going good, but I just want to let everyone know that you're all awesome and I love you all. And production, I love you too.
Thank you, Hailey. Alrighty, we will hand it over to Jinx. Jinx, take it away.
You know I've been having speeches these last few ceremonies, but this is the first time I've played Big Brother in this kind of format, and it's kind of nerve-wracking to have to campaign to you guys like this in this kind of way. And I'm feeling really nervous because of that, but that's what the beauty of this game has been. I've been playing a game in a different format and I've been having so much fun, and I want to be here. Like, I like being out of my comfort zone. I am very, very excited to like explore this game and see what's going on, because there's a lot going on that I just don't know about, and I'm excited to figure some of it out. So please keep me around, because I think I'm going to be someone in this game who you are all going to need for whatever reason, because I'm going to be able to give you guys something no one else can, and that's clarity at this point. So I've been pretty much of an open book, and I encourage you to ask questions, and I want to play this game and I want to be here, and I have shown that to you. I think I've called with almost all of you. I have tried a campaign. I have tried to be here. I've tried to make up for lost time. And I know now if you put me up in the future, I hope it's because you think I'm a threat and not because you think I'm inactive, because I have shown that I want to be here. And even though I got the lowest score in the ROI, I mean, there's a pile of clothes over here. I have not hung up, because I really put my heart, my tarot cards, I put my heart and soul into that competition, knowing that I'm probably going to lose. And that's just how I play the game. I know the odds are against me in whatever way. Maybe they are tonight, maybe they aren't, because I've, you know, when I was on the block, I said I was going to be on the block no matter what, but I don't know. Don't ever tell me the odds. I'm going to keep going if I get to stay. So, yeah.
Alrighty, thank you both, Jinx and Hailey. We will go ahead and proceed to the vote. Obviously, as with the twist goes, only the members of the troupe will be voting. So if there is, you know, in the case of a tie, we will have the current ringmaster break the tie. But first, let's get to the votes and see how it goes. First up, we will have Amanda. If you can head to your prod chat and confirm your vote, please. Thank you. Next, we will have Anna. Anna, if you can head to your prod chat and confirm your vote. Thank you. All right, and next, Genki. Genki, if you can head to your prod chat and confirm your vote. Thank you. Next up is Colin. Colin, if you can head to your prod chat. Thank you. Nick is not here, but we do have Nick's vote. So we'll move on to Olivia. Olivia, if you can confirm your vote, please. Thank you. 1 second, sorry. Okay, and next we'll have Pranoy. Pranoy, if you can head to your prod chat and confirm your vote. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Rory, you can head to your prod chat and confirm your vote. All righty. I have the votes. When I reveal the votes, the sellouts will have just a few minutes to say their goodbyes and leave the Zoom call immediately. By a vote of 8-0, Hailey, unfortunately, your instincts have failed you, and it is curtains for you. If you would like to unmute, say any parting words that you have for us.
Well, I've already basically said it a million times. I love all you guys, and I wish you all the best. Good luck in this game. Kill it. Love you all. Bye.
Hailey, you are such a joy to host. This is my second time hosting you. Never fails to be a treat. We have loved having you. You killed it with your cast photo. It was amazing. And thank you so much for playing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Hailey.
Love you, Hailey.
Okay, back on the forklift.
Alrighty, well, with that, we are down to 16. Congratulations, Jinx, for surviving.
Thank you for helping me survive.
And now I will pass it over to Hot Girl Chris to tell you what's happening next.
Nothing. I'm just kidding. This is a reminder to leave every chats with Hailey, even though she's not with us anymore. May she forever rest in Instinct Heaven. There has been a lot of speculation in regards to a certain Jeff Probst Survivor Lingo tribe swap. Well, I'm here to Survivor Lingo tell you to drop your buffs. That speculation is in fact true. You guys will be swapping. So yes, I am going. Y'all can hear me perfectly, right? Okay, perfect. So the following 8 people, I need to pull up it here on the chart, will be the new troupe, and they will be the performers this week. So if your name is called, you will be participating in the Ringmaster competition, the ROI competition, and you will unfortunately have a chance of being nominated for Sellout, and one of you will be, unfortunately, the third person eliminated from Instinct Season 2. Following people are Genki, Colin, Anna, Sarah, Khalid, Megan, Jason, and Rory. If I have not called your name, congratulations. You have made top 15. You will be performing next week and a part of the Soleil. So Noah, Nick, Olivia, Sean, Jinx, Jeremy, Amanda, and Pranoy. You just have to sit back and cast a vote to evict this week. Again, Genki, Colin, Amanda, Sarah, Khalid, Megan.
Sorry, Anna, not Amanda.
Oh, I did say Amanda, right? I'm sorry. I'm flopping. Clown Chris. It's fine. Anna, not Amanda. Anna, Sarah, Khalid, Megan, Jason, and Rory. You guys will be performing this week. One of you will be the third person leaving us from this game. Other than that, keep circusing it up, performers. I don't even know if that's a word, but
you put those names in the chat, please.
Well,
Yeah, we're gonna.
Is it day 6, by the way?
7, I think. No, today's Monday. Yeah, it's day 6.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
We will put that
send
in
the
the
list
definitely.
in the Skype chat too.
Alrighty, so you guys are all free to go. Go away. We love you all, and always remember to trust your instincts. And what?
Really quickly, for those that are in the performing, you will need a deck of cards for the Ringmaster competition.
Thank you, Sam.
Just wanted to let you know. So when you schedule a time, make sure to have your cards with you.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and then it is non-live, and Hot Girl don't have a job tomorrow, so we're gonna be around to do these comps with you. Yeah, list is in the chat, and yeah.
Question, I have a question.
Okay, let me stop recording.